Okay, welcome to Quarantine 2020, Day 1. I'm sure there's tons of things I could be doing productive. Instead, I'm going to do this. I'm stuck in the house for a week at least. Might have to go back to work after a week. We'll see. I figured I'd do something to pass the time so I don't go crazy. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to talk about. I've got a few ideas here and there. I'm not very creative. I'm not very funny. Actually, I am kind of funny. I'm the worst kind of funny. I'm only really ever funny to myself. So, but what else am I going to do with my time? So, to start stuff off, I built a little studio in a spare bedroom downstairs, and it's working pretty good, I think. Of course, I purchased all of the stuff myself. Just recently. Picked it up, set it all up, looks good. I don't know what topic we're going to cover day to day. I have a couple ideas for today. I think first of all, if you noticed back at the beginning, I said the F word. When I had this idea to do this daily video podcast, I asked some of my teacher friends, can a teacher say the F word? Are they allowed to? Am I going to get fired for saying that? And I'm a pretty paranoid person overall. I don't like to ever do anything wrong when it comes to my job because I don't want to be in trouble. A couple of people said, yeah, you shouldn't. A few others said maybe you should. So I thought the first topic of my first podcast was going to be, can teachers say fuck? I think personally they can. I mean, I don't think they should say it in the classroom when they're teaching. Let me rephrase that. They would definitely get in trouble if they said that in the classroom. In terms of a teacher just bored out of his mind during a quarantine, if I want to make a video and people see it, and I say the F word, sorry, I'm an adult. I can say it if I want to. I don't want students watching this, so if students are watching this, stop. And if you're offended by the F word, don't watch it. As soon as you hear me say it, shut it off. There's a lot more things out there that we could start correcting that people do, and I'm probably not going to stop saying the F word. The biggest reason I think it's probably okay for a teacher to use the word outside of their work time is it's modeling, really. If a student, and that's where this all comes around to, is the student seeing the teacher and thinking, oh no, the teacher's evil. If that happens, if a student comes in and they see and hear me say that vile word, it's modeling, because they've never heard me say it as a teacher. I've said it one time. In my very first year of teaching, I was on a badminton trip, and I had two students that I was driving in my own car because I used to transport students in my own vehicle back when I was young and dumb. And I was telling the students how the breakdown of the tournament was going to work. So I said, if you win, we get to go home. If you lose, we get to go home. But if you win and then lose, or lose and then win, we have to stay for a third match. So you better fucking not. And then I corrected myself and apologized, and everybody lived, and it was okay. So that's the only time I've ever said the F word in front of students in 18 years of teaching. But when I'm outside of school, I swear like a sailor. I swear all the time. And anybody that knows me really well would know that. So what's more important, I think, in today's day and age in terms of swearing is not whether or not you swear. It's knowing the correct time to swear and knowing the correct time not to swear. So, when I'm teaching and when I'm at work, when I'm in a professional setting, I probably shouldn't say that word. It's still a little bit of a holdback historically, but I probably shouldn't say it when I'm trying to be professional. It's a bad word. It's no different than using poor grammar when you're talking. You just kind of look dumb, and when you're trying to look professional, maybe you shouldn't say the F word. But when I'm hanging out with my friends, when I'm around my wife and my family, I say the F word all the time. Shockingly enough, a little side note, neither of my daughters say it. And I mean, kids lie, and parents are sometimes dumb and think their kids aren't doing things that they are. But for the most part, I don't think my two daughters do say the F word when I'm not around. So it's weird that I say it all the time. I didn't curb it at all. I met people who said, "Oh yeah, I can't swear now that I have children," and I swore the same amount, if not more, because having kids makes you say that word a lot more. So yeah, and my kids never ever swore, so I don't know what the deal is with that. I'd be fine with it if they did, but again, the most important thing I want my kids to know is when you should use the word and when you shouldn't use the word. So that's the main idea for my scene today. I don't know if I can ask for comments because I don't know who I'm going to show this video to. And if I did show the video to people, I don't think they'd listen till the end anyway. It's my first time being in front of the camera. Typically I'm behind the camera, so I'm not very good at it. I think I forget to stare at the camera sometimes and I'm looking down. And I say a lot. But, well, that's my thoughts for today. And that's just day one. I'm sure we can only go up from here. I've got my guest chair back here, and I got another mic. I can bring in a guest. Because it's a quarantine, I only have 3 people to choose from to bring in as guests. But they've asked, so I'll probably bring them in. At least 2 of them. I think one might be a little bit scared to get in front of the camera. So thank you to the maybe 5 people that watched this. I hope it was informative. I hope it just makes you want to say, I need to get more from this guy. I need to record more so that we can watch more. So that's it, and have a great quarantine.